throttle up. I'm done with the credit card.
I think I'd have got enough until the game shuts down.
Yeah, I think I have.
Small people got
it.
Record it.
Log up.
Hi, it's Zobball1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox, and today I've got some fun combat footage for you, some silly fights. I really did suck in a lot of these. I had COVID, I'm now better, and playing with COVID is like playing drunk. Your reflexes are just bleh, and you're just not right with it. And unlike the TOC boys, I haven't had the proficient training in playing drunk. I've only played drunk a couple of times and it didn't go well, but it was always fun and a good laugh. The last time was actually playing with TOC while being drunk late last year, and that was a fun night. It's actually just what I needed at the time. A nice fun time with Garon, shooting circles and laughing and joking while both being a little bit tipsy. It was a good laugh. It was a fun night. But yeah, playing with COVID sucked, but I got on with it. I moaned a lot in party chat, got called a snowflake by the selfish one, and yeah, basically when I'm ill, I bitch out. I'm like the worst guy for man flu. You know, I just want to curl up in a ball and die. I hate being ill. I'm not ill very often, and when I am, I just complain and bitch and moan. Sadly though, my nursemaid, my dearly beloved, is not. She has the bedside manner of a serial killer. It's got to be said. She's so unsympathetic, but then she has to be up to do the birds. She has stuff to do. Even when she's feeling really rough, she gets on with it, and I don't. And so yeah, yeah, it was all good fun. Now I'm going to bring you a lot of combat, which is surprising because apparently I play in private group with extra steps. I'm actually going to talk about that situation fully in another video, but I just thought I'd throw it in here just so you can take note of how many different people I'm fighting in these clips and how the hell they all got in my private group. But anyway, so I was over at the CG, we ganked Psychotic Rob, and then I had a couple of 1v1s with him. He kicked my ass in both of them. The first one I was already pre-cooked, so this ship, it's not the best when it comes to a second fight. That's what I'm saying. Like, when it's already burnt itself out, it doesn't do too well. So the first fight I lost really handily, like I didn't do very well at all. The second fight I didn't do very well at all either. Playing with COVID is kind of like playing drunk, and I'm not very experienced at playing drunk. TOC are amazing at playing drunk, me not so much. In fact, last time I played drunk was with TOC. It was Garon last year. We yeah, that's pretty much the only time I've played drunk for ages. Yeah, me and Garon were having fun, chatting, shooting the circle. I had a bottle of red wine, and was just chilling out with Garon, chatting about stuff. The second fight I had was like, oh, Rob, he kicked my ass again. I sent him a GG. I sent him GG for both fights. I did use the excuse that my ship was pre-cooked for the first one. But yeah, Rob kicked my butt, so fair play to him. Rob's really come on as a PvPer. He hits way more plasmac shots now than he used to back in the day. The tutelage of Be Great seems to really having an effect. I know Spare Rations always extolling me the virtues that Be Great's one of the best teachers of PvP in the game. I've not experienced it myself, but I've heard good things, and if you are thinking of getting into PvP, hit him up. His group's called Cops, Cult of the PvP Sweats, and he's been recruiting up to 15 members. You know, and it's nice to see PvPers in the game because they do at least keep the game alive when they're not whinging and bitching about the rest of us and what we get up to in game, or making up fairy tales about us, which is just really funny. But yeah, if you are looking to get into PvP, I highly recommend it. Bait's really good at teaching people how to do PvP. But yeah, so Karl kicked my butt both times, but if you're going to concentrate on PvP, you should be beating filthy casuals like me and gimble scrubs like me. You know, and when I haven't got COVID, I will try again, and I think I'll do better when I haven't got COVID. Because I had COVID and because I was feeling sorry for myself, me and Selfish One decided to commit suicide by trying to gank Flipper Gold. For this, I chose my gimbaled phasing Mamba because I needed the easy button, and in fact this was the ship I stayed in for most of the rest of the night, I'll be honest. It requires way less pip management, doesn't cook itself, and yeah, it's the easiest ship I have to fly. I mean, Invasion in the Mamba is basically run away from the person. You know, it's a great ship, especially if no one's shooting at you. It's wonderful. But we jumped in, attacked Flipper Gold. I thought it'd be fun suicide. We're trying to gank him. I'm using a phasing Mamba. Selfish is using his heat everything up build, which is really effective against meta FDLs, because when they spike their heat for their plasmax, he then keeps that heat really stupidly high. The missiles heat you up, and the multi-cannon keeps your heat high. It's a dirty tactic, but that combined with the phasing means the person cooks themselves and melts from the phasing, so their hull drops really quickly at times. Yeah, it's admittedly totally and utterly dirty tactics, but then we are looking to try and gank one of the best FDL pilots in the game. You know, we're not exactly the best pilots out there, we're not the best PvPers, but we can be annoying as hell with our really horrible builds. And even though I had COVID, I was able to cope with dealing with fights in the Mamba, because like I say, it's such an easy one. And I even managed to get away for a cheeky reboot and repair, which amazes me how many times I do get away for a cheeky reboot and repair. I did take a risk because I did do it quite close to the edge of the fight, but you know, when people have got Selfish One to shoot at, it is quite handy these days, because I fly quite often with Frodo Swaggins and Selfish the One, and I'm not sure people really can choose a target between the three of us. When I fly with the Dark Marauders, I normally find that I'm first focus, no matter who we're fighting against, which, you know, I don't blame people for, but it is quite funny because they waste their time focusing me when I'm rubbish, and letting all the people that can actually do damage and actually are good pilots leave them unmolested. So all I've got to do is tank up, survive long enough for the guys to actually output some damage and do well. It actually works, me being focused first, given the ships that I've got and how strong some of them are. But anyway, yeah, so we had fun, me and the Selfish One, just ganking a few people, not taking things too seriously, just having a giggle in the middle of massive fights that were going on at the CG. And it was nice to see a decent amount of life out of the CG. I do worry about the future for Elite Dangerous on console. Obviously, the game is going to struggle. If they can transfer players over to PC, we're going to see another exodus of players from the console version. So, you know, it's kind of just to suck it and see. Where the game's going to be in a few months, who knows. I'm planning to go on an extended expedition out into the Black with Scooby, so I'm not going to be around to do much PvP. But given what's going on in the game, I thought it was time to get the bucket list thing ticked off, go out to Beagle Point, catalogue and see some of the wonders of the game, and some of the stuff that Horizons on PC, when that goes, the PC players will lose access to. Some wonderful sites, some wonderful spots, and just me, Scooby, and I think Al's coming along with us. Just three guys out in the Black, messing around, travelling around the sites. I think it's just going to be a chill trip, have a bit of fun and relax. You know, I'm not going to worry too much about it in terms of content. You know, maybe some of the guys can provide some piracy content while I'm away. Maybe some of the guys can provide me some PvP content while I'm away, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Talking about content, here is the Selfish the One's view of the kill on Flipper. it's such a dirty ship. 4 missile racks and a multi-cannon. It's just filth, but it is very effective. It works really well. Partnered up with the phasing, these ships are horrible to deal with. So, you know, it was all good. We were kind of in and out of the fringes of a fight that they were having with other people when we got this kill, and I overstayed my welcome and I ended up getting killed by walking. I'm not going to bring you a lot of that clip, I'm just going to show you me dying. Walking's got a really fast FDL, and I was doing my usual, just on the fringe, just running away and coming back, running away and coming back, reboot and repairing, and he wasn't going to let me get away with reboot and repairing, I don't think. So he got a measure of revenge for the kill on Flipper, but there's Selfish, the one getting his kill and his Walking Dead killing me. I don't know why I'm throwing Bitch Glitter out, because it's not doing anything against him. It's not like he uses gimbaled weapons. But yeah, I had a fun evening. We ganked a few people. I had a lot of decent fights. I've got a lot of content to bring you with PvP footage. I might save some of it and squirrel it away for the coming weeks to make a change from other stuff that I bring you. I don't know. I'm going to try and balance my content a bit, because obviously if I'm going out into the black to do a mostly exploration trip for the next few months, you know, I want to be able to bring you different types of content. But all in all, I'm still having fun with Elite on Xbox. There's still enough going on for me. Let me know down in the comments below what you think, whether you're getting enough enjoyment out of the game to continue playing. Be interesting to see what sort of comments we get. Obviously views are really down on my channel, I'm fully aware of that, but we soldier on. And here's Captain Gaslighter, the Selfish one, with his kill on Just Pete that he got just before I arrived at the CG. And I'll say that's all. Thanks for watching.
Attack. Target destroyed.